and good morning. It is our first day of New York State Lab number 4, Biodiversity, and I want to make sure to spend a little bit of time today going over what we're going to work on here in class, which is going to be the physical characteristics of the plants. And then in the next few days, we'll work on the chemical comparison between the plants. But today we're going to have everybody do the physical, so that's really going to be the focal point. So there's a couple of things that I would like to show you so that everybody has a better idea. Now, New York State Lab number 4 is a big lab. It has a lot going for it. It is one of the favorite labs for the Regents to actually ask you about on the test. And it's a really good lab overall. It does an excellent job of exactly what it's designed to do. But because there are so many pieces, it means that sometimes it can be easy to lose track of what you're doing, of how you're doing it. So I hope this video helps. Let's get started. Over here in Schoology, you can see we have the biodiversity directions, biodiversity physical evidence online. If you are digital only or you are home on this day while we are doing this lab, this is the link that you're going to want to use. So make sure, if you're here in person, then we have actual plant samples for the plant, the seed, and the stem. But if you are online, you can use this instead. We then have the Biodiversity Lab PowerPoint. Now, before we go further, I want to show you what this is. This is an automated PowerPoint that I made. And once we present it, it's timed. And so it will automatically move from one slide to the next, to the next. I think it's about every 15 to 20 seconds. It should. It should. Now, each page of this explains something about what the point of the lab is. We are trying to find the closest relative to this fictional plant of Botanicurus that gives us the best chance of getting the medicine from it as well. The physical evidence is today, and what we're going to be doing is comparing the samples of Botanicurus, its plant, leaf, and stem, the seeds, and the cross-section of the stem, in order to see which one of these other related species, X, Y, or Z, is the most likely closest relative. Now, in order to record this, you'll go into your lab, and we have a shortened version here. And first, we're going to worry about filling out this chart. And you can see it's got the structural or physical evidence here, the molecular or chemical evidence here. So right in this area for the structural characteristic of plants, the structural characteristic of seeds, and the microscopic stem structure, we will be filling in today, and we'll be comparing each of these against each other. The lab itself has a little bit more information, but what you're looking at is, for the structural characteristic, compare the color, the size of the leaves or needles. Are they flat? Are they rounded? Are they pointed? Are they blunt? What does the stem look like? Does it have bark? Does it have scales? Is it one color? Is it two colors? And what colors are they? Just notes. None of this needs to be in full written paragraphs. You can do this just jotting down things like green, long needles, brown stem. That's fine. For the seeds, same idea. Color, shape, texture. Smooth, yellow, oval would be one. Round, black, bumpy might be another one. Same idea, just describe them. Now for the stem cross-section, In this one, it's really quite easy because if we come back up here, all it's asking you to do is identify each one as either scattered or circular. That's it. One word for each one. Scattered or circular. So when we get back down to this data table, for the stem structure, you just say scattered or circular, depending on where those dark clumps are. Those are the blood vessels, effectively, of the plant. And that's going to be our physical side of it. Once you have those three done, we're going to come back up to our questions, and right here, we are going to now answer. Which one do we think is the closest relative of Botanicurus based just on the physical characteristics? And why? Now, the chemical comparisons are going to be way more complicated, especially for you folks who are online. So tomorrow, I will have another video where I do all of the chemical comparisons here in front of the camera so that you can get the data from them. For today, we're just focusing on the physical characteristics. So I hope that helps. It will allow us to get about half of the lab done, which puts us in a good place to finish it up over Thursday and Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great day, and I will see you in class.